Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to study one more important concept of our chapter, refraction of light at curved surfaces. In our previous discussions we studied about refraction of light at curved surfaces, and we also studied about lenses and how does a light behave when they are incidented on lens. So our today's topic, we are going to study how to show the formation of an image when object is placed in front of lenses. So our topic is about today about image formation. How do we show image formation? Okay. So when object is placed at various position in front of both biconvex and concave lens. So let us study here. So before we study how to show the image formation, we all should know the behavior of light rays. In our previous class we studied that when light is passing parallel to the principal axis, if any light ray which passes parallel to the principal axis, and we have seen that it passes through focus. So this is a situation 1, and we have also seen that a light ray which is passing through optic center is undeviated. These are the two situations which are important for us to use when we are drawing ray diagram. Okay, so let us try to draw the ray diagram showing image formation when object is placed at various position by using these two situations. Okay, so let us draw first one, object beyond a center of curvature. Beyond center of curvature. Okay, let us try to draw. So this is R. We represent biconvex lens in this manner. Principal axis C2, F2, F1 and C1. Children, you have to remember, when you draw a ray diagram, the distance from optic center to the focus, okay, if it is 2 centimeter, let us assume, and from optic center to the center of curvature also should be 2 centimeter on both the sides. It is very important. Okay, is it clear? Now the object is beyond center of curvature. So this is our object. So how to draw a ray diagram? How to use these two rays? Okay, so we have to use these two rays from the tip of an object. This is the tip of an object, right? The first one, ray parallel to principal axis, passes through focus. Clear? Now the second ray passing through optic center undeviated. So these two light rays are intersecting at this point. These two are intersecting at this point. Now this point will give us, okay, the position of image. Position of image. Okay, from this point we have to draw a normal line. This will represent, okay, the normal represents the height of an image. Clear? So when object is at beyond center of curvature, we get image between F and C. So where we are getting our image? So we are getting image between F1 and C1. So what is the size? When we compare the size with the object to the image, it is diminished. Okay, size is diminished, and nature. As we got an image due to intersecting of light rays, so our nature of our image is real and inverted. Okay, so when object is at beyond center of curvature, we get image between F1 and C1. Is it clear for everyone? Now next position. Object at center of curvature. So when object is at center of curvature, how? Okay, now the second position, object at center of curvature. Okay, so you have to remember children, यहाँ पे optic center से focus, right? जितना आप distance लेते हो, उतना ही distance आप focus से center of curvature को लेना है on both sides. Okay, it is very important. Otherwise you won't get a proper ray diagram of this position. Okay, not only this position, for every position we have to use the same. Now ray parallel to principal axis, first rule. Okay, it passes through focus. Clear? Now second, passes through optic center undeviated. So these two are intersecting here. From this point, if I draw a normal line, from this point if I draw a normal line, okay, so this will meet at C1. Clear for everyone? So when object is at C2, I am getting image at C1. Okay, so when I compare the size, I'll get same size image. Okay, nature, as we know, it is of intersecting light rays, it is real and inverted. Okay, clear? So this is the ray diagram when object is at center of curvature. Let us draw the third one. Okay, so now we have done object beyond center of curvature. So when object is at center of curvature, so can you guess the next position? Yes, we need to keep between C2 and F2. That is between center of curvature and focus. When object is between center of curvature and focus, how do we draw? So this is our convex lens. Okay, is it clear? So you remember the same thing, distance optic center से focus जितना होता है उतना ही distance आप focus से center of curvature को लेना है. So अपना object is between C2 and F2. Okay, parallel to principal axis, passes through focus, passes through optic center undeviated. These are intersecting here. From this you draw a normal line. This will represent your image. So when object is between C2 and F2, so where do we are getting our image? We get image beyond the center of curvature, beyond C1. So what will be the size when we compare? It is magnified. Okay, so what is the nature? Yes, it is real and inverted. Okay, is it clear, children? So second situation was when object is at C2, we get image at C1. When object is between C2 and focus, we get image beyond C1. Clear for everyone? Now let us draw the next position. Now the next position, the fourth one, object at focus. अगर ऑब्जेक्ट फोकस पर रहा तो किस तरह ड्रॉ करना चाहिए? ओके, सो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस, ओके, फोकस C2, F1, C1. ठीक है, नाउ ऑब्जेक्ट इज एट फोकस. ओके, प्रीवियस केस कहां था? बिटवीन C2 एंड F2. नाउ ऑब्जेक्ट एट फोकस, पहला रे पैरेलल टू प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस, सेम पासेस थ्रू फोकस. ठीक है, क्लियर है? सो मेरे साथ साइमल्टेनियसली प्रैक्टिस करो. Okay, this is what passing through optic center undeviated. Clear for everyone, children? So when object is at focus, we are getting parallel light rays. Okay, so parallel light rays, it means that they will intersect at far distance. For example, let us assume, so they are intersecting at far distance, at this distance. Okay, so when we draw a diagram, so this is our image. So means when object is at focus, we get image, right, at infinity. Okay, at infinity. A parallel light rays hai, right? It doesn't mean that they won't intersect. They intersect, but at far distance they intersect. That is the reason we give image position at infinity. Okay, nature, real and inverted, real and inverted. Okay, and size is magnified, highly magnified. Clear for everyone? So this is the position. Now let us draw the fifth position, which is very important one. Many times it was asked in the examination also, right? Now we have done object at focus. What are the ray diagrams we have drawn? Object beyond C2, at C2, between C2 and F2, and F2. Now between optic center and focus. Between optic center and focus. Okay. Okay. F2, C2, F1, C1. Now object is between focus and optic center. First rule, parallel to principal axis, passes through focus. Now second, passing through optic center undeviated. If you observe very carefully, these two rays are diverging. Okay, these are not converging light rays, these are diverging light rays. In that case, what we will do, we'll extend it back. Okay, so when we extend it back, they are intersecting here. From this point, if we draw a normal, now this is our image. So this image is formed on the same side. So if any image is which is formed on the same side due to non-intersecting light rays, we call it is virtual image. So when object is between focus and optic center, we get image on the same side of a lens, and that image will be of virtual image, and that virtual image is enlarged or magnified. Clear for everyone? So this is the fifth ray diagram. Is it clear, children? Let us draw the last position when object at infinity. Children, if you observe this ray diagram, when object is at focus, we got image at infinity. Now, when object is at infinity, can you guess the position of image? Yes, exactly. It is at focus. Let us try to draw. Now, object at infinity. When object is at infinity, we get parallel set of light rays. They converge, okay, parallel to principal axis. They pass us through focus. So our refracted rays are converging at a point focus. Okay. So when object is at infinity, we get image at f1. Okay. So what will be the size? Yes, it is highly diminished. Okay. We get HD image highly diminished. And nature, yes, it is realigned inverted. Among all the positions, the only one position we get virtual image, that is when object is between optic center and focus. So it is important one, so we need to practice it. Okay, so this image formation when object is placed at various positions in front of biconvex lens. Now let us discuss how to draw a ray diagram or to show the image formation for biconvex. Draw the ray diagram showing image formation when object is placed in front of biconcave lens. So here children, you have to remember we have only two positions. The first one is at any position except infinity, and the next one we have at infinity. So these are the only two positions we need to draw a ray diagram for biconcave lens. So it is important. Okay, infinity. Let us try to draw. So this is our biconcave lens. We represent when we draw a ray diagram. So C1, F1, F2, C2. Object at any position, कहीं पर भी रखो, beyond C or at F, between C1 and F, or between optic center and F, wherever you want to keep you can. Okay, let us see where do we get. So I will consider object is between C1 and F1. The first rule, ray parallel to principal axis, diverge as it is passing through focus. The second, I will consider passing through optic center and deviated. Okay, so this is how the light ray are passing parallel to principal axis, it is diverging. Okay, the next ray, it is passing through optic center and deviated. These two light rays, refracted light rays, they are not intersecting. When I have extended this back, these two are intersecting at this point. Now that point is my position of image. When I draw this line, and this will give the position of image where I am getting. So I get image between F1 and O. So anyway, you place an object at any position, always we get image between optic center and focus, that is on same side of lens. Okay, and what will be the nature? As we are getting on the same side of lens, it is virtual and erect, okay, and diminished. When we compare the size with an object, we get image of diminished one. Clear for everyone? Okay, now the next one, when object is at infinity. We have seen object at any position except infinity. Now let us draw when object is at infinity. So as we all know, when object is at infinity, we get parallel set of light rays. So I will consider two parallel light rays, parallel to principal axis, diverge as it is passes through focus, parallel to principal axis, diverge as it passes through focus. So where I am getting my image? I am getting my image at focus on same side. So I will get image at focus on the same side of lens. It is virtual and erect and highly diminished. So these are the ray diagrams showing image formation when object is placed at various position in front of biconcave and biconvex lens. Hope you have understood this class. Okay, so if you do like my class, these are the ray diagrams showing image formation when object is placed at various position in front of biconcave and biconvex lens. Okay, hope you have understood this class. If you like my class, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you children. Have a